Welcome to iShowcase Music. I have the pleasure today to interview a very, very cool and unique individual that has over 700,000 plus followers on TikTok. He goes by Piano Jordan, and he's going to explain exactly why he has that name and how he got so many followers and what he does. Jordan, welcome to the podcast, man.
Hi, thank you so much for having me, Scott. I really appreciate it. I am Piano Jordan because I love to play piano.
Give it up for Jordan.
I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm a performer, and I figured out like on TikTok specifically, during the pandemic, I decided to start making these piano karaoke videos, piano instrumental, and write the lyrics, and they really blew up.
Man, you have some really good chops as a piano player myself. I've been watching your
Oh,
videos. You did some Stevie Wonder tunes, a lot of cover tunes, and
yeah.
we're going to show the viewers some examples of that for sure, and get some of those artists who are singing along with you and videotaping themselves. Man, some of them, woo, they had some pipes on them, and
It's so cool. I got to connect with a lot of really good singers. It's been really fun.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
I love him, but when the night is over, he is gone. The river's just a river. Without him, the world around me changes. The trees are bare and everywhere the streets are full of strangers.
well, I was looking at your bio, and we on one of my other podcasts, we have this game that we play. Every time you mention a celebrity, you have to drink. And after I got done reading your bio, man, I was feeling no pain. No, I'm joking. We were, yeah. I mean, you've worked with some really, acclaimed musicians like Jim McGorman. I'm reading off of this, and you can talk more about it. Jesse Field Mixture, your album, and you've done stuff. I saw some stuff with Halle Berry and Andy Grammer, and they're catching on to this whole karaoke's huge. It's not just huge in Japan anymore. So what impresses me, there's a couple things that impress me about you. So let me brag about you. First of all, you have reached my dream that I have not reached. What is up with you being a child actor on SNL, man, on Saturday Night Live? I read that and started cracking up because that is one of my dreams, was to always be a cast member on SNL. So tell me a little bit about that.
Thank you for asking that. Yeah. So that was really fun. So I started out as a child actor when I was around 7 years old, and then I went on a lot of auditions, and I had a manager who booked me when I was around 9 for the first time on Saturday Night Live. And the first couple of times I didn't have a line, but I was on a total of like 9 times after that, and I had some lines, and I was really nervous about saying the line live on live television, but it was an exhilarating experience. I was on when Will Ferrell was in the
Okay,
cast.
I was going to ask what cast, what exactly, like, you're
Yeah,
not old enough to be John Belushi, and you're
no,
probably not
no,
old enough for Eddie Murphy, but Will Ferrell, okay, that makes sense.
yeah. So it was the late 90s. It was like from 96 to I was on it like 2003 or something. So between those years, um, whenever they needed an extra kid in a skit, and I was also on Late Night with Conan O'Brien, which filmed in the
Oh,
same building in Rockefeller Center. Um, so I was on that show also, and my biggest thing was I did Les Miserables on Broadway when I was a kid.
oh, really?
Yeah, and that
Andrew
was
Lloyd Webber.
actually, so yeah, Les Miserables, it was actually Bouville and Schoenberg. But yeah, it's I was really, yeah, I'm so grateful for those experiences. And certainly those experiences shaped who I am as a performer, and especially being in the musical Les Mis with all those amazing songs that really inspired me as a musician to play as much music as I could and just develop a real love of music and performing.
Which is a great segue and transition into your new single that's coming out in June and your new album. Man, I just took a listen to it. It's really a unique song. It's really good. I think you already won an award for it. Yeah, the Global Music Award. Is that right?
Yeah, thanks. That was actually those awards was actually for my first album.
Okay. All right. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, and I haven't actually released that song yet. So hopefully let's all manifest the next award and the next release, and because I am really proud of this song. Like Me and Follow Me. It's kind of a little cheeky, and it's meant to kind of put a smile on your face, but also be a thought-provoking sentiment about like, oh yeah, like we're this culture of needing to be liked and needing the approval and the attention, but also that everybody just wants to be liked and appreciated. And the other thing that the song is about is just just not being able to stand rejection, and just it's this idea just that that we all want to be liked, and we all want to appreciate each other, and also about how social media has the power to connect people, and it should really be more about connection. And actually that's a segue in the reason I got popular on TikTok was because I shifted my state of mind to, it wasn't just about me, it was about how can I use my talent to offer something to other people
And make people happy. And
and
that's what
make people
everybody I see
happy,
on there. Yeah. Yeah.
make people happy. And yeah, there's a lot of like like recently there's a lot of comments about, I posted a piano cover of Once Upon a December from Anastasia, and much to my surprise, I got a lot of comments like, I used to sing this to my baby, or my mom used to sing this, and this reminds me of my mom, and thank you so much for. And I get some comments like, oh well, like this made me really happy. I was in a bad mood, and your video came on, and I started singing, and I felt great again, and stuff like that is really, it's really cool to hear, like the power of music and the power of social media, and to use that power to connect and lift people up, I think. Yeah.
I saw some Billy Joel. You do a lot of Billy Joel covers. I think it was
Yeah.
his birthday or something.
Yeah.
That was a really nice tribute. Your original stuff. And let me just clarify that Global Musical Award, the album was Sun Inside You, correct?
Correct.
That's
Correct.
what you wanted for. So
Yes.
definitely go out and check out the original. So with iShowcase Music, man, I mean, I love how you found your niche on TikTok. I love how I'm impressed by how many followers. Oh, that's it right there. Excellent. Sun Inside You. Nice, man. Very nice. Congratulations on that. I can't wait for the new one to come out. It says
Yeah,
you're saying June you're going to
yeah.
drop it, so that's good. And the single you're going to drop the single. We're going to let the viewers hear a little snippet of what's coming with the song we were just talking about. That the first single you're going to drop, but the whole
Actually,
album is going to be out in June. Is
not
that
the whole
correct?
album,
Just the single. Okay, cool.
yeah, just the single, and then the album probably by the end of the year.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's as an independent artist. I mean, I think it's really good that you have such a foundation to begin with. So, maybe not all 725,000 followers, go to your album or go to your single right away. But however, if those people tell people, that's the beauty of social media. That's the beauty of Meta and TikTok and all of that. It's
Yeah.
a different world we live in, man. It's a different music world we live in. I'm old school. I've been doing this for as long as you have, 35 years.
Wow.
And yeah, it's if you can adapt and you can adjust and you can relate to people and make people happy and put out good music like you're doing, it's a winning recipe. I mean, how many people can say they do what they love and are able to make a living at it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel so grateful, and the other thing is like I have all this this music, all these songs that I posted, and it's been hundreds of songs at this point, like cover songs, um, that I just love to play. It just makes me so happy to play these and it makes me happy to create videos that could be interactive for people.
I had a business question for you as far as the because a lot of this has to do with music business as well. The rights, because TikTok pretty much pays for the rights of the songs. I mean, they'll pay the royalties out because you're the original artist performing the music, so you technically own the sound recordings of these cover songs you're performing. Do you have to register, or you just jam it out and TikTok takes care of it from there?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't really know. What I do know is that um well, for the most part, um because my piano version is a little different than the original one, that they don't, it's like considered an original sound or something.
Right, it's your
But
original recording. I think what it is, it's content ID. So same with YouTube. What happens is if they sound, say you play Piano Man or something like that, the content ID will pick up, and I believe, don't quote me on this, I'm not an attorney, but I play one on TV. Joking. That content ID will automatically just transfer, and boom, then the royalty goes to the songwriters and all that. However, you still own the sound recording. At least that's how it works on YouTube. YouTube picks up everything, and if they haven't reached out to you or you haven't had any issues, and you have as many songs as you have, which are really good, and you're also throwing in some of your originals, man.
yeah,
I'm noticing that, which is awesome. People want to hear what
yeah.
you're all about.
Like me, follow me, search for me until you find a fantasy. Oh, like me and follow me, it's the only way my brain releases dopamine. Oh. I need instant praise every single day. Yeah, I use a filter and I don't feel guilty. And I wonder if you're insecure like me. Wonder if you're an attention whore like me. At the end of the day, at the end of the night, everybody wants to be right.
So the other thing I really, really was impressed with. I guess you met John Batiste recently. There was a really cool picture that I'd love to show the viewers.
Thank you.
Man,
Yeah,
that dude is something special. He's different. Yeah, I know.
yeah.
I have another friend that's a really good friend of his, and I hear nothing but positive, man. So what was your experience with him?
Yes, yeah, thank you. I did want to talk about that also. So in January, I went to the NAMM show in California, and
Great show.
it was a great experience. It was my third time going, and all three times I got invited because of my TikTok channel,
Mm-hmm.
which
Nice.
I was really amazed by that. So and so if anybody's ever been to the NAMM show, they know there's a million things going on at once. There's so many people, and you kind of have to choose what is the best thing to do at any given time. And so John Batiste had a feature show. I think it was like on a Saturday night, and and it's like such a big event, but it's also like kind of small. So I was able to actually wait outside like the backstage area with
Oh, cool. Very cool.
and he came out, and he was so nice, and I did get to speak to him. So, I mean, I was just like so moved watching him perform, because he really has the soul of a true artist. And I can't remember the last time I really felt that way about somebody. It was like, wow, like that is a true artist, and like it really was inspiring. And I got to tell him that I was inspired by his music. I'm a piano player also, and when I said that, his eyes lit up, and he's like, oh yeah, you're a piano player too. Like, keep playing, man. Keep going. And I told him that he's an inspiration, and he said, "Oh, thank you, thank you." And I got not a great picture, but I'll send it to you. But it was the best one I could get. But that was a profound experience for me, and the fact that that event was also special because everybody was either a musician or in the music business, or
Mm-hmm.
some kind of connected in the same world. So it wasn't just like a regular concert. It was like it meant something more, I guess, too.
He's a world level talent.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, once a single comes out and people get to hear your other album and hear what you're doing and what you're all about, someday sooner than later, people are going to come up to you and probably say the same thing, that you're an inspiration because you're putting
Uh,
smiles on people's faces. Man, I don't know. I got to ask. I'm going to squirrel on you a little bit, man. I got to ask: are these singers that are coming on to your TikTok singing along with you? Are they just random, or are you seeking them out, or like? Because man, there was a gal that was just smoking, and then the other guy was just phenomenal. But these singers that are singing along are like, I'm like ready to sign whoever I can, because if they're not, they're just great. How are you finding them,
yeah,
or is it random?
random, random. I just put those videos out there, and I send it. When I first started on TikTok doing this, and I didn't have that much of a following, I would sort of look for singers and tag them and message them and stuff. And then my my first big viral video of the piano karaoke was Bohemian Rhapsody,
That's not an
uh,
easy song.
which is a great song. And
Great song, but not easy
so
to play.
yeah, and so that was like my first viral video, and then I started to get a lot of followers, and then thousands of people sang that one with me, and then from there it just kind of evolved, and I was also like, okay, like this really works, let me do more of these. And then but for the most part, I mean, all the celebrities that sang with me, they found my video. Like,
Wow.
I didn't reach out to them or anything. And actually, like, a couple cool things also that came out of the TikTok is Joss Stone, her management team reached out to me and hired me to accompany her to promote her Christmas album.
Wow.
This was like this was about a year and a half ago or something, and that was wild to me. It was so wild that I didn't even believe that it was real until I actually got there and saw Joss Stone and played with her. Because I was kind of like, really, like they're seeking out me to play with her. So that was a really cool moment. And then also I was hired by different people to create piano covers of like big artist songs like Hunter Hayes and Madison Beer. Actually, Hunter Hayes duetted me, and I met him at NAMM also.
Great artist.
And I told him, that I was the piano guy that did a song. He's like, "Oh yeah, hi." And I was like, "Maybe we should write a song together sometime." He's like, "Yeah." So
Where are you out of? Where do you live?
so New York City half the time, and then West Virginia half the time.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and actually I'm playing a show. I don't know when this video is gonna come out, but I'm playing a show Monday, June 16th at Brooklyn Music Kitchen in Brooklyn, New York. That's Monday at 8 o'clock. It's part of like a songwriter showcase and open mic, and there's a lot of good writers, and you could also go there and perform and play a couple songs as well. But I'm going to be playing there, and then I'm going to be playing in West Virginia at the Shepherdstown Opera House June 20th, which is also the release date of my song "Like Me and Follow Me." It's going to be June 20th, and I'm really excited for you guys to hear the recording of it. I'm very proud, and so just to talk a little bit about that song, like a little bit more about that song, is that
please.
That song, actually, I started writing that after going to open mics all the time, and everybody's like, follow me here and I'll follow you back, and like me here. And so I originally wrote that song to play at open mics and to have everybody sing along, like me and follow me. So when I meant it like sort of as a joke and like a lighthearted. And I started writing it actually before the whole TikTok thing. I started writing it in 2019. So as some people say that like by me singing "Like Me and Follow Me" that I manifested all those followers and all those likes. And I have like 16 million likes on TikTok.
Well, the other thing you're doing, and maybe you realize it, maybe you don't, but I love how you're tagging when you tag somebody, like the singer singing, and you're tagging at whatever their handle is. You're helping them. You're helping them. And that's what I try to do here with iShowcase Music, doing these artist spotlights. Giving an opportunity for artists who have something released, a project or a songwriter, or and it's funny when you talk about these open mics. I relaunched this in Nashville back in February, and I went to Leaper's Fork, and obviously I got friends at Bluebird. We talk about this often on this show, and people are in line. People are in line to just be heard with 300, 400 people knee to knee that are silent and respect. I would think New York is similar to that as far as the culture of respecting the music. West Virginia, I'm from Maryland originally.
Nice.
Orlando, it's different. Orlando with the theme parks and everything is a little bit different down here. But yeah, so what you're doing and giving, maybe somebody might only have 10,000 followers or 3,000 followers, but you're using your platform to help other people. That's what I call good karma.
Yeah.
That's what I call, you know, passing it forward, moving it forward. And I hope you show the world what I'm trying to do as well. And your song, I'm going to do the same thing. I showcase this worldwide. Whereas I try to tell people, like on YouTube, you have to go to YouTube Canada, you have to go to YouTube Australia, you have to, with iShowcase, I have viewers from South America, I have viewers from Europe, I have viewers from Australia, I have viewers everywhere except for China, from China, of course. But because they don't let any American any internet in there. But so it's about making friends. It's about camaraderie. It's about helping people and not
Yeah.
being so selfish in this selfish society. And kudos to you, my man. I appreciate you and appreciate all you're doing with your platform.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, yeah, it's about connection and making friends and connecting, and something that I found to be really important, in life, and especially in the music world, to because it's all about collaboration. If you notice, a lot of the popular songs, a lot of the hit songs are written by 3 or 5 or 7 people or something.
That's a Nashville thing for sure.
Yeah,
That's
but by the way, I will say that I'm proud that my new single, "Like Me and Follow Me," I wrote that one all by myself. So I'm proud of that. So I'm actually, that. But also, I do want to say my advice for musicians' approach to social media is, like we were just talking about, to create content that people can interact with, and create something from your music that people can, that's like a gift to people. And so all of my piano karaoke videos are they're like a service to people, and make people feel better, and and to really connect the music and to reach people.
for those who are not watching this video but are listening. How can they get in touch with you? How can they follow you on TikTok? And what's the easiest way to reach out to you?
Yes, so I am Piano Jordan on Instagram and TikTok, and also YouTube. My Spotify, my real name and my artist name is Jordan Siwek. That's Siwek. So I just use my real name for all my releases. My album is called Sun Inside You, and the new song is called Like Me and Follow Me, and that's going to be released pretty soon, and I'm excited about that. And I would say also my advice for songwriters on the is it's not a bad idea to make like an open verse challenge where you sing the chorus and then have some empty space for somebody else to invent their own piece of it or something. I've seen a lot of accounts really grow on TikTok specifically from that sort of interactive approach.
I want to say, man, well, a big story from that was the artist Teddy Swims. I don't know if he did that or not, but
Yes.
I think he did do that. I know I heard him do a cover of "Don't Stop Believing," and everybody was just like blown away. And then he came out with his banger, and he's just been sailing ever since. But
Yeah.
that's a brilliant, that's a really good advice, because now things can be so collaborative. It doesn't. And congratulations on writing the song by yourself. I've done that once or twice, and it's you start second guessing yourself, because usually you're able to bounce off of people's ideas and creativity. But yeah, you did good on that. But yeah, so that's great advice. I definitely think it's finding your niche, being different, but not being so crazy that people can't relate. People can relate to you. People can relate to the songs you're playing. People can relate to the original songs you're writing. They can relate to your history. And you're a
Yes.
humble dude. I mean, you just I wish you the best, and I can't, thank you enough for taking time. I mean, check Jordan out at Piano Jordan. Go on TikTok. We're not lying. We've got a lot of people following him. I'm venturing to say within a year you'll have double the followers if you keep
Thank you
going
so
like you're
much.
going.
Thank you. And I wanted to say one more thing
Please.
about the new single that I was kind of waiting a while to find a really good producer who would really do it justice, and I did. His name is Jim McGorman, and he's out in LA, and he plays keyboards for Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh, cool.
So he's another piano player. So he has he really gets it. So, but he's also produced and directed for like Avril Lavigne. He worked with Weezer, the New Radicals. And now currently Goo Goo Dolls for their current tour. So, and he's a really humble guy too. He's really just like all about the music, and so I'm very excited. And he actually got a friend of his to play bass, and his name is John Button, and John Button plays bass with the Who live.
Oh, wow.
So he actually played bass on my song, and I didn't actually meet him, but that's really cool that all these A-list musicians are on it, and so that's really cool. So in that respect, I was worth waiting for the right collaborator for the recording.
Patience is the virtue. And put in a good word for me. We'll get them on this podcast too, and have them tell their story. I love the Goo Goo Dolls story. Is he one of their original band members, or is he?
I'm not sure. I don't think he's one of the original members, but he's been playing with them for a few years, I think.
Their story is crazy. Their story is crazy. If you ever, I'll wait for his podcast to tell that story. I mean, I'm sure it's been told so many times.
Yeah, that would be awesome if he was on the show. Maybe maybe he could get other people on your show too.
Dude, I can do up to 50 people, even 100 people. So bring you back on. I'd love to invite you back on, have him come on, have your bass player come back on, and we just have a bunch of boxes from all over the country. I was doing that a lot during COVID. I was doing, oh my goodness, I'd have all my Grammy friends on there, and we would have like 20 people, and the conversations were so, how do you survive as a musician during the pandemic, And I felt like I did a lot of good. But it was really enlightening, and yeah, man, let's do it. Let's set up another time to love the one-on-ones, but I also let's set up another time and bring in some more people and keep the conversation going.
That sounds so much fun. Thank you so much, Scott. I really appreciate it.
All right, Jordan, you too, buddy. Have a great day and appreciate your time, friend. Good luck on your album, and let me know. We'll get you back on here when the album's done. Good luck with the release. I think you said June 17th or June 20th.
June 20th, yeah.
20th, okay. And then let me know when the album's done or the EP or whatever you're going to do officially, and then we'll have you come back out and talk about all of the other songs that are going to be on there as well.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, my friend. Have a great day. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye. Thanks.
Bye.